Hello, welcome to my channel, Safe Infinity. In this video, I just wanted to do a quick little reading for you from the Rose Oracle. So if this message has found you, then I trust that it is for you. But as always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and use your own discernment. Okay, let's see what message is going to come through today for you from the Rose Oracle. Is Spirit, Source, God, Mother Gaia, angels, archangels, ancestors, ascended masters. What messages do you have for the lovely collective from the Rose Oracle? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. They wanted to come out. Let's see. And I might go one more, please. One more card here. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. We'll get one more. Whoop. There's quite a lot there, so I'll pop them back. One more, please. One more. Thank you. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we've got the Thorn, protection, boundaries, clear communication. Then we've got come to me, attracting like a rose, receive abundance, desires. Then we have the reunion, soul recognition, collaboration, partnership, friendship. And then we have the return, a new story. You decide, alignment, it's coming together. Okay, so the Thorn, the first card here, is delivering a message of the importance of clear communication, boundaries, and taking responsibility for your needs. So, ensuring to be clear with others, and also first being clear with ourselves to then be able to communicate this to our loved ones and the world. And so thinking of ourselves like a rose in that way that has the thorns to protect itself. So often we're almost not taught or almost shamed to have such sort of boundaries for ourselves or within our relationships, but having such boundaries is important and is a way of loving yourself and others. It's great to just be all in that heartfelt energy of the rose, but we do still need that energy of the thorn to protect our own heart and to protect the love and light of the world. And also ensuring to not only have clear and strong boundaries for protection of ourselves and others, but also being sure to lead with clear communication, to be clear on our needs, so that others are able to know what we do need in order to assist in more healthy and reciprocal relationships. And a great card to follow the thorn here is the Come to Me card. It is really about getting clear on what it is that you desire, and then attracting that like the rose, being in receiving mode for that to flow to you, rather than grasping or trying to control or manipulate outcomes. Instead, allowing that abundance to come to you like a bee. A bee comes to the rose. And trusting that's all that's meant for you wants to come to you. So still stating your desires out loud, if you feel, and getting in tune with them, but then not feeling like you need to really reach and grasp and drive yourself to an exhausted point of trying to obtain them, and instead state them clearly and confidently, but then allow them to flow to you. Being unashamed of what it is that you do desire, and really allowing yourself to, you know, relish each minute when what you do desire like reaches you. You know, it's also a great sign that sustainable abundance is coming to you, and it is already on the way. So you may have also recently, you know, stated some desires, or really sat with, you know, certain desires that you're wanting to, you know, manifest into your life. And just, this is a great sign telling you to, you know, just sit back and trust that it is on the way to you. So, you know, this card is coming out as a sign, you know, that, you know, one or more people are going to be coming and entering your life to, you know, form, you know, a partnership or a collaboration or friendship of some kind. And, you know, there'll be a soul recognition, you know, type moment with those people. You know, and a reminder that, you know, you didn't incarnate here alone, even though, you know, some of your life journey may have been spent alone. You know, you do have other souls in the universe that you've, you know, spent so many other lifetimes and journeys with, who you are bound to meet and aligned with in this lifetime. You know, to complete soul missions or certain journeys together. You know, remembering that there are people at a soul level who chose to walk alongside you in this lifetime. But for them to find you, you first, you know, must let them see you. So, you know, not being afraid to reveal yourself to the world, you know, to step into your authentic energy, opening your heart and mind to collaboration, you know, rather than hiding or, you know, being mistrustful or seeing things as a competition. And really allowing, you know, your light to bloom in that way, to kind of guide those souls who recognize you home in that sense. And the final card here, the fourth one, the return. And this is a great and powerful card to come out, especially at the end of these other cards here. So it's a sign, you know, and a message here that, you know, you have been doing the groundwork to get to this moment, you know, maybe for months, years, or even lifetimes. So use this moment to guide you into, you know, what happens next. And know that, you know, things are aligning for you and around you, and it's all coming together now. You're in the right place at the right time. And this is finally the time that the outer world begins to match your inner world and all that work that you have done. You know, you've likely, you know, patiently been waiting for this moment, you know, whether you've been going through like a spiritual awakening or initiation, you know, whether it's just been, as, you know, I said, for a short period of time or even lifetimes. You know, all the work that you have been doing is now going to become into alignment in your outer world, and you really will see that reflected back at you. You know, this card is really heralding the coming and going of a whole new way of being for yourself, and that an entirely new story is now being written for you. You know, it's, you know, really pointing towards a great shift that's going to be occurring in your life. So really take the time to acknowledge how far you've come and how much you've grown. You know, you should really be proud of yourself and excited for all that's going to come from all the work that you've put in. You are a part of creating change, not only in your own life, but in the world. And you're just one of many, but you really are like a petal in the rose of a new humanity, you know, a ripple effect in this new world, a new earth that we're bringing in collectively. And you are part of that unfolding. You know, really powerful and beautiful message to come out here at the end. So all together, it seems, a great, wonderful message from the Rose Oracle deck here. Confirming that, all the work that you have been putting in on yourself and your inner world and, what have you, really is about to blossom, and, and that you really are a part of this great shift that's occurring within humanity at the moment. And, all the steps and stuff you have been taking really are contributing to such a greater picture and a greater new world and new earth for the whole of humanity. And knowing that you aren't alone in this, you do have soulmates and kindred souls and what have you from past lifetimes that are, here in this time of here and now, in this phase of, earth and humanity. And that, if you haven't already, you will be, uniting with them soon to collaborate further, which is, so exciting. And just while you are, continuing on in this journey, to not be afraid to set those boundaries for yourself, the protection of your own love and light, and to, have clear communication around your needs and boundaries. That doesn't make you rude or selfish or anything like that. That makes you healthy and means you're giving yourself the love you deserve. And, and not being afraid to state your desires, to dream your desires, but to not also, chase and grasp at them, to allow them to come to you like a bee coming to a rose, like you just bloom your desires and light and love out and allow all of that abundance to flow to you. So really, really great and wonderful, powerful messages coming through here today. So I really hope that, resonated for you and you were able to take something from this beautiful message. Okay, might end this one here now. Sending you so much peace, love, light, and blessings as always. Bye.